Hello, welcome. My name is Miriam. I'm a family therapist, and I'm going to talk now about going back to whatever's going to be our new normal after the coronavirus lockdown, and especially children going back to school, because after this weekend, some children are going to go here in the UK back to their schools. It's the moment it's reception, year 1 and year 6. How can you prepare your children, and what you could do to make this as smooth as you can. Now, you may not wish to send your children to school at this point in time. That's completely all right. Listen, because that could be useful for you later, and let me know what you think. So my first advice to you is to prepare children as much as possible, including preparing them emotionally. So as much as you know about how the school life is going to work, what they're going to be doing, where they're going to be, what class. If you don't know that, that's okay. But as much as you know, let them know and explain that there are going to be new rules, and sometimes they're not going to make sense to them. And even if they don't make sense, they need to follow them, and then they can talk to you later. And in this, you want to acknowledge mixed feelings. When we teach our children to express feelings, we usually tell them that they can be happy, they can be sad, they can be anxious or scared, and we ask them to tell us how they feel, and we invite them to choose one feeling. But in this situation, there are going to be lots of people, probably including ourselves, that are going to have very mixed feelings. So they may, on the one hand, be scared that they're going to catch the virus. They could be scared that their friends that they know are not going to be at school and they're going to be at home, and it's not going to work out for them socially. They can be worried that there are going to be lots of new rules and lots of new things to do, and they're going to get confused. At the same time, they may be excited to see their friends. They may be excited to spend some time when you're not around, and all this is fine. So we explained about mixed feelings, and that we can have contradictory feelings or parts in our head. So there's a part of you that feels this, and there's a part of you that feels that, and that's completely okay. So this is a very useful concept for children to understand that their emotional world could be more than just the one feeling at a time. Second point, or second advice that I want you to make, is about dealing with other people's decisions. The way other people choose to parent their children, to send them or not to send them to school. There's been a lot of criticism from some parents saying that, or it could be implied criticism, it's not always direct, that, something like, I'm leaving my child at home, that makes me a more responsible parent, and the others are putting their children at risk. Or the other way around. People are saying, well, you're overprotective and you don't take your child's social and educational needs into account when you leave them at home. And so people argue over social media and with each other. Parents argue, and then children are going to ask questions like, why do I need to go to school when my friend's not going? Or the opposite. Why can't I go to school? Everybody else is going. And so what you want to think for yourself, but also broadcast and explain to your children, is that each family does what is right for the whole family in balance. And parents and children have got very different situations and circumstances, and it's the parents' job to do what's right for their family. You're doing what you think is right for your family, and we don't judge other people for that. So if your child is complaining about going to school but their best friend is staying at home, the first thing that you want to do is give a lot of empathy and say, yeah, that's a disappointment. You are probably quite sad that he's not coming, and allow this feeling to be, and then say, parents are doing what they think that is right for their family, and who are we to judge them? Okay, the third point that I wanted to make is that some children are quite slow to adapt to change. They don't like things not going according to their routines. And so after over 2 months that we were all cocooned in our homes, suddenly they need to go to school. Or suddenly they're going to meet their auntie or granny, and for lots of children, it's not just going to be straightforward, yeah, that's great, I'm so excited. They're just going to be shy, they're going to be reluctant, it's going to take them a long while to check out the water and join in the fun. And so you want to allow for that. I hope some schools, most schools are going to allow for that, and they're going to have a bit of an introduction to the children where slowly they talk about what's going to happen next and how it's going to be, and acknowledge that it was strange, if not hard, to be at home for all that long. I hope that's going to happen in the school, but it may not. So you can do it yourself and just express it. It can be difficult to get used to new people and a new situation, and just express that even if they really love their grandparents or they would like to go to school, it sometimes can take a while to get used to it and feel free and at ease with it. And do explain it. If that is your situation, do explain it to the other adults involved. Don't pressurize the child to come out of their shell before they're ready. Usually the more we bang on a shell, the more this children with this temperament would clam. And if we just wait and give them time and we're gentle with it, they will slowly kind of check out the water and they will come out of it. So this is it for me. 3 ideas. One is preparing as much as you can and allowing mixed feelings. The second one is about making the right decisions for your own family and letting other families make their own decisions, and explaining this to your child if they're complaining. And the third one is about giving them time as much as possible, acknowledging that some children are slower to warm up than others. This is it for me. Thank you very much. If you liked this content, please share it, subscribe, tell your friends, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much.